Hi guys! In this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I am excited so we continue with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation. Currently we are on episode 5, East Meets West, part 5, and episode 6, The Staff of Buki. And yeah, I'm definitely excited to get into these two episodes, in particular the second episode, because we're finally going to be done with the 5-parter, which hopefully means we're going to get something a little bit more different than just the Turtles meeting this Dragon Lord guy and having a face-off during the episode that is not particularly exciting, and then it's done. I'm hoping for something a little bit more exciting in the same way that the first 2 episodes of this show were. I really hope that the best part of this series was not the first 2 episodes, because I personally really enjoyed those. And it's not like I hated the last 2 episodes, episodes 3 and 4, but they definitely felt weaker compared to this, to the first and the second one. So I'm hoping that these two, episode 5 and 6, are going to be better in that regard, but there is only one way to find out, and that is by getting into it. Before we get into this reaction though, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my PayPal, Patreon, or Coffee account, because for those of you who didn't know, I'm trans, and by doing so, you also get access to the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime series, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction and simply like the video, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. Now that we've gotten that out of the way though, without further ado, let's get into episode 5, East Meets West, Part 5, in 3, 2, 1.
Where am I?
What?
You're dreaming, Leonardo. Seems more like a nightmare.
It seems actually kind of cool.
You and I want to wake up. You need to create a new way. There is a new way, Leonardo.
What are you talking about? Why are you seeing that turtle?
Dragon Lord! There's no escape, turtle. Not even...
Dude, I'm loving this style of direction here. This is really directed in a very fun way. Okay, I'm having better hopes about this episode being better than the last 2. Because we already started off with a really cool directed sequence.
Not happy, Nick.
Man, if I watched this as a kid, I would have loved the shit out of it. I think I already mentioned this in one of the previous reactions, but it's true. Like, the style, the vibe is exactly the kind of stuff that I loved as a child.
How do the turtles always know where we're going to be?
Maybe they spy.
Nick,
I don't know.
nobody...
What do you mean always, though? You've literally met twice.
Wait. If we return to the zoo, they will follow.
Brilliant!
We can lure them into a trap.
Double brilliant!
We'll have our animal bones and turtles to boot.
Your brilliance makes me tingle, Majesty!
I like that guy.
El Picasso.
Huh, didn't know that Ralph had an interesting drawing. Man, I really don't know any other series. I haven't watched any other series that has been able to like bring to life like the actual vibe of an animation, of a cartoon. I love that about this series. And it's also really cool how much continuity there is. I mean, with it being live action, there's obviously gonna be more continuity than a cartoon, but still, I'm not used to this level of continuity.
Is magic. Is ancient folk medicine. Tiger bones for strength. Rhino horn for power.
You mean they killed a bunch of endangered animals to make this stuff? Ah, that blights.
Man, the zoo is like an ingredient store for these chumps.
Yeah.
This just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Battle training is now in session! A powerful warrior is a trained warrior! 1, 2, do it! That's it!
Man, the fact that even a show like this like had like stuntmen jumping over a fire doing a front flip, which is not like crazy or anything, but it is.
Watch this!
It's something that in this day and age, again, would be done with CGI. And they would not let them just do a front flip over a fire.
Capital.
We need to pay stunt people more money and have them actually do the work instead of using CGI all the time. We're too sanitized in that regard. We're treating like stuntmen and actors like children. Like, let them get their hands dirty a little bit.
A new way, Leonardo.
A new way for what?
What do you want?
You need to create a new way.
For what?
There is a new way, Leonardo.
If I see that shot with like the motorcycle one more time, I'm going to destroy this show. I've seen this shot like 10 times.
We monitor the city with Donnie's thing in the sky. The dragons go out. We bust them in half. Good plan, huh?
Not a great plan.
But one dragon kicked all 4 of our heads in last night.
One, you let it get to you. 2, you get socked.
Stop family. Why are you trying to destroy that?
Like you've been mumbling in your sleep. We need a new way.
Do these two have to fight in every incarnation of TMNT?
So, you want to talk, huh, Leo? Coming at
Okay,
you.
cool.
Okay.
Give me a cool fight, please.
Stuck ninja style.
I've been having these dreams, Raph. We need to find a new way.
I know. You keep me up all night.
This is such a TMNT 2003 plot though. I love it.
Last night.
This is written in such an early 2000s way. I love it. This is the best fight so far.
Tell me you're going all spiritual on me. Venus is bad enough.
We need to find a new way.
For what?
A new way? Ain't you the aspiring master? Dedicated to the way of the ninja?
When I looked at Field Tunnel's eyes, I felt something, Raph.
Man, that fucking voice acting is amazing.
We need a new way, Raph. It's time for us to grow.
Cool. Okay.
Attention! Make way!
That was kind of fun.
We have collected all the bones necessary to arm each and every one of us with a serum of invincibility. All we need now is Dolphin Skull. One last raid.
Okay, I give up. I've tested it for radioactivity. Nothing. Toxicity? Nothing. Endorphin analogs, biocell regenerators, vitamin compounds,
I really love the voice actors for these turtles, man.
0. Zip. Zilch. Show me how it works, magic girl. Is this some kind of shinobi magic?
I don't know how it works. This thing does not have white chi. It does not have black chi. It has no chi.
Oh, so you don't really know.
No.
Oh well.
Well, it's not like you know either, so
Will I?
maybe you have to work together to figure it out.
Tell me it isn't fire
The
breathers.
bunch. They're headed uptown. Way uptown. They're heading toward the Brooklyn Aquarium.
So now they're going to an
I smell
aquarium?
something fishy. Let's go!
Why is Mikey using tampons all of a sudden? Did I miss that in like the first episode or something?
Remember, a ninja's power flows through him.
Let's blow!
We are Shadow Warriors.
Stop showing me this sequence. This is just fucking filler.
Noisy ninjas. Next they're going to want a helicopter or maybe a tank.
To the aquarium! Yo, fishes, green's on the sea.
We move in silence.
Hiya. Hey, buddies, you know how to do the wave?
That's the spirit turtles. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Fear is an excellent distraction.
What did you just say?
What do you get, Turtle? Are you writing a book?
Fears in the mind. It's so obvious. The
What?
mind. Get it?
No, we
The
don't.
spiders are placebos. That's why science and magic couldn't figure it out.
I knew that.
Of course,
What?
Donatello. The junk is gunk.
Venus, I think that skunk is junk.
Excuse me, Dragon Lord?
That doesn't make
I
any
have a riddle
sense.
for you. If he thinks he's got medicine, he'll start to feel better. It's psychological.
So the spiders are jive.
Of course. The
That
rain
does
will
not
lead the spider poison, so they
work
fight
like
without
that.
fear. But the
Not
fact
quite,
is,
at
it's
least.
garbage.
You can't do that with everything. There is a limit to how far the placebo would take you. It's like self-actualization, you know? It's like if you believe yourself that you are tired, you probably will feel tired.
You get those
If you believe yourself to be depressed, you will feel depressed. There is certain level of like self-actualization like that.
Split up.
But there is a limit.
Everyone in the pool!
I'll take
Damn,
it
that's a hell of a front flip.
Ninja cannonball! Bada boom!
Didn't your mother ever teach you not to play with sharp objects?
Total!
We're having a whale of a time.
Why is her fights consistently the most entertaining ones? Okay, this one is a little bit better as a whole, for sure. It doesn't feel like there's necessarily silly moves. They're actually kind of trying to hit each other with, like, martial arts.
Face it, ugly, you lose!
What are you up to?
Now, bada boom.
I doubt that's gonna really defeat him. He really started off as a ferocious and threatening villain, and he's been made into a little bit of a joke over the course of like 4 episodes. It's sad to see, not gonna lie. The hell?
You know, smoking is for losers!
True!
Till next time, tortoises!
That's turtles, you fire-breathing mook.
This is only the beginning!
Of what? Of you sucking as a villain? Yeah, I can believe that.
All I can see is how different we all are. I wonder if maybe we're all different pieces of the same puzzle.
What are you talking about?
So what if we're not like everybody else? So we're mutants. So we battle dragons. So we live in a sewer. We stand together. Different, but the same. And there is a new way. Our way. The way of the turtle.
What are you talking about? I think that was just some bullshit self-aggrandizing speech because this was the final part of this goddamn 5-parter, which thank God we're finally done with because every episode has been getting worse and less enjoyable. At least in this one the fighting seemed a little bit better choreographed, so in that regard it was a little bit better. But still, as a whole, it was just, I don't know, I'm starting to struggle a little bit to actually like pay attention and like be interested to watch much. So hopefully, now that we are done with the goddamn 5-parter, we're actually gonna get into some more fun concepts and unique things about this incarnation. But I wouldn't necessarily put my money on it, you know? Still though, it was overall an okay episode. It just feels like you could have taken the plot points of the last 3 episodes and just put them into 1 or 2. Like, you definitely didn't need 3 of those. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff in the episodes are just kind of, like, the plot points are too far apart. There's a lot of filler scenes that don't really amount to anything. And the funny jokes and the funny character bits are few and far between in these last 3 episodes. So I'm kind of glad this 5-parter is over. The first 2 episodes, I still love them. I still think they're good. But man, did the last 3 episodes really kind of decline in quality. And for this one, I'm going to give it an even lower rating compared to the last one, which I gave an 8 out of 10. For this one, I'm going to give it a 7.8. We're going lower, and hopefully next one is going to be better, because I don't want to be getting worse with each episode, because 26 episodes in, I would want to shoot myself. And I already do want to do that because of life circumstances, like me being trans. So I don't need this show causing me to feel like that on top of everything, you know? But yeah, not really much to say about this episode. It was more of the same like what we got last time, and I didn't really care about that last episode either, so I think we should just kind of get into the next one, because I don't have much to say about this one. It's a 7.8 out of 10. The fighting was at least a little bit better choreographed, but as a whole we didn't really have much that stood out about it, so there was that. Yeah, I don't know. I am hoping the next episode is going to be better, but there's only one way to find out whether that's going to be the case. So without further ado, let's get into episode 6, which was the staff of Buki, in 3, 2, 1. I feel like if I lied like that and just did that, I would fall asleep. I would straight up fall asleep.
To turn a magic user's spell against him. The time has come to reach out to the past.
Dude, the atmosphere and the style of the show really reminds me of Charmed, I feel like. Or in general, I just really like the vibe that it gives off in this time period. Like from the late 90s, early 2000s. Because again, it reminds me so much of Charmed, and it makes me want to watch that show. Which I've watched a lot of, honestly. And I even tried to do reactions to it, but I was dealing too much with copyright issues, so I gave up. So, in a couple of years from now, I'll sit down and react to it fully. But it makes me want to watch it sooner rather than later.
Of course I'm alright. I broke my royal fall with your pathetic excuse for a body.
Honor is
I really like their banter, man.
mine.
I have the staff.
This episode seems to be starting off pretty well. What the hell?
Now that's what I call magic.
General! Land in your head again?
Come on.
Is her weapon, signature weapon, her powers? I continue to like her a lot. I both kind of feel like it's a little bit cheap to not have her have actual powers, but at the same time,
The prism.
I kind of still like her,
Energy.
and she uses them in fun ways.
Raphael
It makes her more interesting, weirdly enough. Despite the fact that I still wish she had like a proper weapon.
Do that.
Make way for Majesty. All hail His Majesty, the Supreme Thunder Lizard.
You know, now
With this,
I'm kind of curious who the hell
we will
does...
secure the future of our clan.
Who plays his servant? Like this guy. Who is playing that?
Moses.
Wake my
Lee
children.
Tokar.
The shinobi
Huh.
is growing in the way of the shape.
Okay.
Which passes young
Oh my god, he plays Bling Bling in Joni Test! Yeah, I can totally hear that!
Majesty, play it.
It's not that kind
That's where the vibe that his voice reminds me of. Oh my god.
You would have played it magnificently.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Huh.
The star functions as a
Now it kind of makes me want to watch Johnny Test, which is probably going to be a show that I'll check out at some point.
And tear the magic user to pieces.
Sounds messy.
Of course it's messy. She's our enemy. It should be messy.
Oh, I mean like messy in a good way. You know, like, hooray! A big mess! How good it is to make such a big mess of our enemies. Yes.
I love his acting, man. It's fun. It's fun. It's entertaining. I love it. The acting in this show, the voice acting is better than I thought it was gonna be.
Here, I'll share my chi pool with you.
awesome!
What's it feel like? What's it feel like, huh?
Kind of tingly, like static electricity. Only warm and,
Is this the equivalent of having
What's
sex?
happening? It's me, isn't it? I'm ruining it. I don't know how to control it.
It's not you.
Yeah.
No.
What the hell? I don't think so.
Are you guys alright?
Okay, this is definitely a more engaging episode than the last one. So that's cool.
I can't.
I hope that means that the
Well, you controlled it when you
episodes of the show are still gonna be pretty good.
Well,
If I'm enjoying this
it was just a fluke.
non-5-parter episode so much.
Venus, the word is fluke.
Look, I'm not like you and the others, Master.
I know, Raphael. It is our differences which make us interesting.
Well, I'm listening.
My master played the flute. It was the sweetest music I ever heard. I practiced every day, but I could never play as sweetly.
Do you still play?
Of course, but I'll never play the songs my master did.
Aw, that's
I
a nice
play
lesson.
songs now.
Like, the writing on this show is fucking... It has no right to be this good.
And you will understand me better when you start listening like a ninja student.
Ow!
You were defeated by Venus because you were distracted and lost your temper.
Okay, fine. She distracted me with amateur magicians. Whoa! Okay, alright, that hurt. Hey.
You were distracted by Venus, this is true, but it wasn't her chi pool act.
Yeah, okay, you're freaking me out.
Are you trying to say he's attracted to her? You know, considering the rank and the Dragon Lord act basically like the Foot and Shredder, what's the point of them being a completely different thing?
Have you ever heard the saying, walk softly and carry a big stick? Obviously.
Okay, cool. Good choreography, it seems like. Hell yeah. Okay, the choreography is actually pretty decent.
Thank you for giving an old man such an excellent workout.
You're having a little bit too much fun there, Splinter. I was worried about you getting captured again.
I'm surrounding the planes with tiny pools of chi magic. I'll be able to feel objects in their flight paths by fluctuations in the chi.
What? Chi magic?
So you basically will be able to feel disturbances in the Force.
Fine, we entered the sewers and the second squad is just engaged. The old rat. Marvelous. And? Apparently he beat them all senseless. What? The rat must possess a powerful weapon. What did he use? Kind of like a kind of a broom handle thingy.
A stick.
Handle thingy? Fascinating. We'll have to get some. Have you engaged the shinobi gal? Not yet, Majesty.
I love how he's like, oh yeah, that must be an actual powerful weapon and not just a wooden stick. Again, conceptually, he's not a bad character. And the acting is pretty fine, but the lip singing is killing me at this point.
We are under attack, Majesty. The turtles have dispatched vicious mechanical birds. One of the birds is dazed. Egi, Kunde Kunfang.
What is he doing? Oh, what the hell?
The shinobi magic thing, but is that supposed to be happening?
No!
She was kind of radiant.
That's definitely not supposed to be happening. What the hell? Let her go, you bastard!
What do you want to do after lunch?
A movie, maybe a little golf, and then I say we stop the rank.
Sounds good. Hey, I'm in.
Mega
I love how confident they are.
Green time!
You also guys could have gotten there before, quicker without having to do that comedy routine, you know? But I guess it wouldn't be as fun.
Whoa! Thanks for the lift.
Get the shinobi!
Now it's my turn. Yeah.
I know she's like the most competent person right now in this show, but why are you so adamant to kill her?
Bring it on! Yeah! Yeah! Shall I lead?
Let me.
No, don't use your powers. That's what they want you to do.
Shinobi magic! This is our chance. Use the stuff. Turn her magic against her.
Oh, gonna get messy.
What's gonna happen?
I'm using your magic against you, Shinobi.
I wonder if it's gonna take her powers away. She's gonna have to get an actual signature weapon. Man, that acting though.
Real sunshiny day.
Poor Venus.
No.
Finally, my revenge on the Shinobi clan will be complete.
Don't!
There will be no revenge.
The hell did you just do? Are you okay, Venus, though?
You did it, Venus! That was totally rad!
I felt a real spell coming on. There's magic in my hands. I'm becoming a true shinobi.
That's cool.
What are you doing?
Master, a rat needs a miner's helmet, a compass, and a bloodhound to get around that sewer.
Master, did you get lost?
Lost? A ninja master is never lost. Let's go home. I'm practicing to do.
Practicing?
The flute. Music is very important.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so that was episode 6, the thingamabob of Bukai, the staff of Bukai. Definitely a little bit better compared to last episode, because at least we were doing something new. There was a new gimmick, there was a new thing that we were doing in the episode, new plot point and everything. So that was kind of cool to see. But it seems like we are very much going to be falling into the hole of what the 1987 series is still in right now, which is what is the thing that the villain is going to be using in this episode to try to defeat the turtles. Except instead of Shredder and Krang, it's the Dragon Lord and what's his name? Wick is his name. So yeah, I wouldn't say that the Dragon Lord and his buddy are anywhere near as entertaining as the Shredder and Krang, but I also have not really been seeing them for as long as I have Shredder and Krang, which I got used to and I enjoy the bantering of. But they're honestly still pretty fun and pretty entertaining. I like the concept of getting like some powerful weapon from the past through like a time warp or whatever. I do wish that staff ended up kind of amounting to something more. I was worried that maybe Venus was going to lose her power. I think that could have been something really cool that could have actually kind of upped the stakes. But we didn't really get that. I feel like that's where the story was leading, because it was all about Venus and her shinobi powers and her trying to share it with everybody. So it would have made sense, narrative sense, for her to lose the powers, at least temporarily, because of that thing, and then have to like get it from the Dragon Lord and use it to recover her powers in some way, shape, or form. That would have been, or could have been cool, but we didn't get that, so what can you do? So what we did get was alright. I feel like the first half of the episode was a little bit better than the second half. I feel in the second half I kind of just didn't really give too much of a shit, and I was just waiting for the episode to be over, which might be because I've been watching 4 episodes of this show in a row, which, with how slow it is and how old it is and how not good it is, it can definitely take its toll. Like, it's not the most exciting show to watch 4 episodes of in a row. I can watch 4 episodes of Ghost Whisperer in a row easily, for example, because it's a very engaging and fun show for me. Whereas this show, after the first 2 episodes, is kind of losing that engagement a little bit, but I still like it enough. But just like the 1987 series, after like the third episode in a row that I watch, it's just becoming a chore. Like, I don't want to watch more, you know? And it could be the best show ever, and I would likely still feel like that at a certain point. Yeah, there were some good moments in this episode, though, that I did enjoy, which is one of the major reasons why I consider this the third best episode so far, because I like the moments between Splinter and Raph, and the lines there, and the message that he was trying to teach him, where you might not be doing the same things as your master, but that doesn't mean you're worse. Everybody is good in their own way at the things, at their own things, you know? And I like that message. It's a good message. It's all about strength in diversity, and I love that. It's pretty cool. I liked seeing Venus kind of try to teach the turtles to use shinobi powers as well, although they don't have the ability yet, but it could have been cool. Like I said for the other episodes, I feel like this plot easily could have been a plot of like the 2003 series. I can literally see it animated in my head. If there's one thing that could be cool with the age of AI, is to easily be able to like animate, even if like a shitty version of something like that. Like if I wanted to see more like TMNT 2003 things, I can just kind of write things down and the AI would animate it, which it would suck for the people like animating and drawing and stuff, but it could be cool for people who just want to consume, I guess. And I don't want to be like on the side of AI in that regard, because I'm personally a person who thinks that we should ban the use of AI in creative endeavors, because the whole point of automatization is for robots to do the menial jobs, whereas we the people get to live our lives and have fun and live. But it seems like it's gonna be the robots who are gonna be living, and it's gonna be us who are gonna be working, which is not fucking fair. But yeah, my point is that I can literally imagine how this could have been animated in like the 2003 series. Like this easily could have been an episode of the 2003 series. It could have been cool, and that's why I like it. Some funny moments, some insightful moments. I'm surprised at how well this show is managing to like hit those kind of like insightful moments. It has been kind of surprising, and in general, like the dialogue, and I'm surprised that there's even moments like that with how bad I thought this show was going to be, you know? But yeah, it's been fun. I like this episode more. And as a way to show it, I'm going to give this episode an 8.5 out of 10, which I believe is the third highest rating for episodes. I gave the first episode a 9.9 out of 10, the second one a 9.8, the third one I believe I gave an 8.4, the fourth one I gave an 8 out of 10, last episode I gave a 7.8, so this one is definitely the third highest. And yeah, this was genuinely more enjoyable, and I'm hoping that the next future episodes are going to be as good as this one, because it seems like I was correct that one of the reasons why I was starting to kind of lose interest in some of the previous couple of episodes is because after the first two episodes we were not really moving the plot much in any way. We were not doing unique concepts. It was still like a continuation of the story of the first two episodes, but not really with anything new thrown in, whereas in this episode we had the stuff of Bukai thrown in, which didn't really amount to much either, but it spiced things up enough to where I didn't feel bored, you know? But yeah, I like this episode. I am curious though, what do you guys think about these two episodes and this show so far in general? Comment all your thoughts down below, and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 4 patrons on Patreon: Deadpool, Corby Dead, Dane Harty, and Peyton Jones. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you want to enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, to my Coffee account, or to my PayPal, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!